Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies using the Toll House recipe that's right on the back of the package. You will need a 1 cup measuring cup. You'll also need a 1/4 cup measuring cup and a teaspoon measuring spoon. I have a small cookie scooper to scoop the cookies and shape them. I also have a scraper for the bowl to scrape down the sides. I already measured out some of my ingredients so that this tutorial would be really quick and simple. So inside the bowl here, I have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Here's the baking soda that I used today. Some pink Himalayan sea salt. I buy my flour in bulk, so I don't have that package with me. Vanilla. Two cups of chocolate chip. I'm using semi-sweet as the recipe calls for, but you can also use milk chocolate, dark chocolate. I've made white chocolate chip cookies before using the same recipe. I just swap out the regular semi-sweet for white chocolate chips and add about a cup of macadamia nuts. Also for the recipe, I do not have them, but you can add about 1 cup of chopped nuts. I'm using my KitchenAid mixer to make these cookies, but if you're mixing by hand, you can use a paddle or a fork, just something to mix the ingredients really, really well. You can also use a hand mixer. So in the bowl already, I have the 3/4 cups of white sugar, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to mix it on one to blend this together. Next, I'm going to add in my butter. You cream the butter and the sugar together. I just like to blend them a little bit before adding the butter just to make sure everything is evenly distributed. Blend until it's nice and creamy, you guys. Stop the mixer, scrape down the bowl. Get underneath it, scrape off your paddle. Next, I'm going to add the egg one at a time and then blend it. And then I'm going to add the second egg. Scrape down the bowl again and then turn your mixer back on. Now that that's well mixed, we're going to add our flour mixture, which is the 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to pulse the mixer a little bit so that the flour doesn't splash all around. The cookies are starting to take shape, or the dough is starting to take shape. I'm going to scrape down the bowl one more time. Okay, and that's what your mixture should look like. We're going to add in the chocolate chips now. So I'm going to pulse my mixer again just to get the chips blended in. And that's it, you guys. The chocolate chip cookies are ready to be scooped and placed on your cookie sheet. Now I'm going to use my cookie scooper to scoop up the cookies and place them on the baking sheet. I'm using a non-greased, it's like a parchment paper. Call it baking paper. And that's what I've done so far, you guys. About 6 cookies. All right, I'm going to put these in the oven. The instructions say that you'll put them in the oven for about 9 to 11 minutes, and your oven should have been preheated to 375. While the cookies are baking, I usually clean up, put everything away, and then get my cooling rack ready for when the cookies come out of the oven. What you do with this left on the paddle is your business. I won't tell anyone if you eat the cookie dough that's on the paddle. These are yours. So after about 9 minutes in the oven, the cookies are done. The cookies are done when the edges are brown. You can let them get darker if you like, but these are soft and chewy when you bite them. And that's it, you guys. That's how you make the Toll House chocolate chip cookies using the recipe on the back of the package. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you found it helpful, or if you made a batch of these. Please leave a comment below if you make Toll House cookies, and if you modify them at all in any way, please let me know what you do. Sometimes I like to swap out the chocolate chips for Reese's Pieces. They taste so good. Thanks again, you guys, for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!